All right, round one.
Yeah.
What was the objective here?
Qualify to the next round.
With 3 rounds out there and being hot as it was with such a stacked heat,
Yeah.
how did you think of executing the race?
Make it to the next round. I mean, I don't take the 800 lightly. You know, you can't. Nowadays, every year it gets faster and faster. So I feel like if you try to go in it safe, you'll find yourself coming up short. And I didn't want to go into it safe. I wanted to make it to the next round. So
When you saw the caliber.
So I've been in my me season. It's been all about just prioritizing me and building my relationship with God. And I mean, believe it or not, I didn't really know myself as well as people probably thought. This year has been so insightful just for my growth. And spiritually, I've just grown and known myself. And so I feel like the results are kind of showing because I'm running much more confident in myself, you know, because I have a better foundation.
Speaking of that, you know, you looked pretty comfortable out there. Almost looked like you were kind of coasting towards the end. It looked like it was easy. Do you feel like you're in your best form right now at this time?
I don't know about best form at this time, but I mean, I've also been practicing living in the present. That's something I struggled with, and so I think just being more mindful and being present really helped with my awareness about how intense today was. And I just wanted to make sure that I did what I need to do and nobody snuck up on me at the end. Yeah.
When you saw the quality of the heat today that you were in, did you think it was going to take 2 flat to come in and get out of this first round?
Well, it's always 2 flat. 2 flat, 201. I mean, if you're lucky, if you're really in a hot heat, you can go sub 2, you know, but at the end of the day, the 800 is not an event that's getting any better, any easier. It's getting tough. A lot of girls are really strong, and it could be anybody's day. So I think best thing is just focusing on yourself.
Raevyn, how confident are you coming?
I have a different type of confidence, you know. My confidence doesn't rely on my strength and my ability. It relies on, you know, the confidence I built in my relationship with God. You know, that's a little more lasting, less shaky than if I'm going out there by myself. So, yeah.
Raevyn, since 2017, you've been pretty much dominant in these outdoor championships, nothing less than 3rd at this time. What do you think you've learned over these last several years competing in these outdoor championships, and how do you think you've grown from that to where now you feel like you might be able to take first and kind of get your first outdoor title here in the U.S.?
I've discovered the importance of not winning. I've learned how much more I'm able to be fulfilled. You know, like winning isn't always fulfilling. And I think that I thought that at one time, and naturally I'm a competitor, and you're naturally going to think that, but since I've grown internally, taking that pressure off and just focusing on me and being present, that's what contributes to the results coming, you know, just being yourself. And you can't be yourself if you don't know yourself.
Have you had like a support system around you that's kind of helped you throughout, you know, kind of the shift that you're talking about?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of my friends, they hold me accountable. You know, I listen to a lot of podcasts. I thought podcasts were for old people, but now I'm like super woke. Like that's like my long run thing is listening to podcasts. But just gaining knowledge and, you know, really being in the Word, that's something that really has helped me grow so much, you know. And before I'd be stressed, I was so anxious last year. You guys probably you wouldn't be able to recognize me last year, but this year I'm just such much more able to just run with just a lot of freedom and happiness.
Good luck.
Oh, so right now, I don't know if you guys know TD Jakes, but his daughter, Sarah Jakes, and she has her husband, Raevyn Rogers. You know, they have a lot of good sermons. I think this one I listened to this morning was about the key to the open door. You know, you guys will have a little moment about that later on. But, but all in all, it's just helped remind me to be humble. I mean, I can be vulnerable and say that a lot of my ways deep inside weren't the most humble. And I think that I've learned to get back to that.
You think you'll start a podcast? Has it inspired you to join the podcast world?
I've been inspired to release a book, but I don't think anytime soon.
Okay.
Yeah.